guys, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to the latest edition of TNA Making an Impact. We're on our way now to Hard Justice, the pay-per-view for August. So only now, usually Hard Justice, the following pay-per-view in September, then on to the TNA version of WrestleMania, which is of course Bound for Glory. So we do have quite a cluster of a roster, so there's a lot of guys missing out, but we have to try and still find that balance between using so many talents and put them in matches and using them in angles. So I do feel we're a bit match heavy this time, but hopefully we can kind of better that going forward. So we'll kick on. It's 15 segments to this show. It's really just a one where we can establish that the main fights are going to be happening at Hard Justice, and then hopefully we can build the rest of the card around that. So we go, it's TNA Making an Impact. Impact Wrestling, let's go. So, 3,500 at the Buckner Fieldhouse. We start with Broken Matt Hardy. Yep, I will say, this is the first episode I've recorded since the deletion, the final deletion, and yeah, it was something completely different. I really want to try and replicate it. I love the story behind it after watching a few vignettes, and I'd like to try it. So, let's go with Broken Matt Hardy. For far too long now, the world has been subjected to the wrath of my brother, Brother Nero, who we all know as Jeff Hardy. You think you people have suffered? Then please have your considerations for me. I have suffered the poisonous wrath of this creature for over 30 years, since Brother Nero graced the world with his presence. Together, you should all join me as we look to eliminate Brother Nero from existence, to make not only TNA, but the world a better place. We must get rid of him from this world, so we can carry on and enjoy life together. It's so hard to do the impression that Matt Hardy does. He does a really good voice for his character. I must prove to the world that Matt is better than Brother Nero, and I will not rest until I achieve such a feat. Brother Nero won our last battle, but I shall continue to fight and fight until he is deleted from our existence. Last week was a warning. Prepare for battle. So I like the whole idea behind the feud, so I want to try and replicate it and hopefully extend a big blow-off match, feud ender at Bound for Glory. So C59 here, the announcing and the colour commentary helped. The angle got the show off to a good start. It was a good response in the crowd. It got them hot, and it continues the let's copy TNA's fucked up shit storyline. So that's good to see. Good promo there from Matt, and hopefully Broken Matt Hardy can be fixed. He's also in action, and in a decent wrestling match that didn't have much heat, with Matt Hardy defeat James Storm in 8:05 with a twist of hate. C-54, it got the crowd even hotter, a good opener. James Storm with a 49, and Matt Hardy with a 54. No skill improvements here, but overall, pretty decent and hopefully a good run for Matt Hardy going forward. Next up, we've got a promo from the Miracle Mike Bennett, who says, "Come on TNA, is this the best you can do for such a prime talent like myself? The one, the only, the Miracle Mike Bennett. I should be treated like royalty around here. I should be a champion. How can I be a champion if these are the kind of guys you're going to be feeding me? I propose that we have a championship designed in the honour of Mike Bennett." So D44, obviously in the last video I hinted about what kind of championships we could have in the mid-card, and it's for people like Mike Bennett to feud over and get over. So D44 is decent as we continue to build up our miracle. And in his match, it was subpar wrestling and little heat, but Mike Bennett defeats DJ Zemion in 3 minutes and 41 by pinfall with the box office smash. D plus 49. In-ring performance was 32 for Zemion, 52 for Mike Bennett, and they have great chemistry when working together. No skill improvements, but overall, pretty happy with that, and I think Mike Bennett can only get better and better. Next up, and about had some decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Shibata continues his run with a victory over Eddie Edwards in 11 minutes and 50 by pinfall. A C plus 66 is very good considering the position of Shibata on the card. Eddie Edwards with a 60, Shibata with a 63. No skill improvements, and the only negative was the low experience. We're then backstage with Tyrus and Sienna, who are going to be teaming up tonight. And they're with their friends and allies, MVP and Jade. MVP says, tonight you two have the chance to take out EC3 and Gail Kim and make our lives around here a hell of a lot easier. Sienna says, Gail Kim? You know I'm going to destroy her easily. MVP says, well, regardless, just make sure you get the job done tonight. Because after the match, I got a little surprise for those friends of ours. So it's going to be Tyrus teaming up with Sienna. Obviously, Jade wants to win her championship back. MVP's been feuding with EC3, and it's just leading to their friends getting involved as well. A C-55 angle. Nothing really else to add to that, but hopefully it leads to a good matchup going forward. We then have a poor match which sees the BCs, Nick and Matt Jackson, the tag team champions, defeat the Bromans in a non-title match in 7 minutes and 24, when Nick Jackson defeats Jesse by pinfall with a 450 splash. This was a C-54, a good win getting some momentum on board of the champions. Matt Jackson seemed off his game, but he's getting better at his gimmick. Robbie with a disappointing 36, Jesse with a 28, Nick Jackson 62, and Matt Jackson with a 59. There were no skill improvements to speak of in this instance. Negatives there, a lot of them are going to be psychology issues, which is disappointing, but hopefully we can build that up. We then get a promo from Tyrus, who says, EC3, you're probably wondering why at Destination X I came out and took you out. It's simple, man. It's all about that revenge. You took out Madam Dixie, and you try to take out Madam Carly, and for sure you ain't taking out MVP. Not only is the financial package at hand for this, for me, good, but I want to be a future TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And taking out imposters like you, that's just the beginning. So D plus 48 there. I'm going to give Tyrus a little push as well, I think. But it's time we get his character properly over. Basically try to book the character I thought WWE should have booked initially with Brodus Clay. Only one positive there, but all good. So About they then had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. EC3 and Gail Kim defeated Tyrus and Sienna in 9 minutes and 32 when Gail Kim defeated Sienna with an inverted stomp facebreaker. Is that not just eat defeat? I don't know if that's even our finisher, but in terms of in-ring work, EC3 was head and shoulders above everyone else. Both teams didn't work well as a team and their timing was all over the place, so we'll probably not use this again. But Gail Kim with a 56, a 69 for EC3, Sienna with a 38 and a 47 for Tyrus. Continues the rookie chasing veteran storyline, and it's a C62. No skill improvements to speak of there, but a good little match in the mid card. As I say, we're trying to get some characters over and up towards the upper mid card level. So if workers get a bit old, we've got future talents coming through and make it an ever revolving door. Because I feel like we've got people in 1 year contracts, so if we end up not making it financially, we need a backup plan as well. After this, Gail Kim gets a win over Sienna, but out of nowhere, EC3 gets taken out by an attack by MVP, who's got a lead pipe and hits him with a lead pipe. MVP starts laying into EC3. Rose Tyrus moves over and holds Gail Kim back. This allows Sienna to walk up and slap her right in the face. MVP then hands over the lead pipe, and Sienna uses it to the midsection of Gail Kim. Both baby faces are down and out, while the three heels stand tall above them. So MVP's surprise was him coming out with a lead pipe and attacking EC3, and then Sienna doing likewise to Gail Kim. A C-58 continues two storylines. MVP's getting better at his gimmick, EC3 look good, and Sienna and Tyrus performing poorly because of their lack of overness. Overall, pretty happy with that. And again, storylines like this, when they all mesh in together, can hopefully build characters and get over the likes of Tyrus and Sienna as well. Next up, we've got Bram pacing around waiting for his opponent. Who is this new superstar going to be? The lights go out, the small pyro goes off, and bang, heading to the ring, as you can see in the picture, is the former TNA superstar, the former Ring of Honor television and world champion. It's only bloody Jay Lethal. So we've signed Jay Lethal, another guy who I thought would be a great signing to take TNA to the next level. a former TNA talent, of course, and it's Jay Lethal and Bram just next. So Jay Lethal debuts the Future gimmick, which unfortunately got a below average gimmick rating, and it's a D42. So not great, but hopefully Jay Lethal's talent should see him through. And then the match itself was decent. Jay Lethal defeats Bram in 13 minutes and 42 by pinfall with a flying elbow drop. C plus 67 is great. Jay Lethal had an in-ring performance of 62 to Bram's 61. But it adds to the storyline, that Bram's just continually asking for these opportunities and just can't get the job done. But it's given us a lot of good over baby faces to feud with our heels. So overall, pretty happy with that. Good showing there. I've had Jay Lethal signed up for a while. It was just burning away money, so I just felt like, we'll put him in an episode of The Impact. Hopefully it draws well and gets a good rating. A few people can say we've signed too many guys to start with, but the plan is to just get as many on board as possible quickly, keep getting people over, and then hopefully we get the ratings with it. And I don't see there being many more acquisitions coming in now. I think that's the last one. It's literally just going to be unless WWE offers someone, or WWE loses someone to contract, or if there's a good independent talent that's getting over. But yep, him. There's one little luchador, but that's pretty much it. But apart from that, there's no other signings at the moment planned. Then of about that, I just kind of put in at the last minute because I forgot that Rey Mysterio was signed. I had nothing really for him today, but in a match that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. We saw Rey Mysterio defeat Magnus in 9 minutes and 59 by pinfall with a 619 into a frog splash. B-75 is fantastic. Rey and Magnus with great chemistry. 78 for Rey, 63 for Magnus, but a good learning curve for Magnus. No skill improvements, which is sad to see. But overall, very happy with that, and I think these two could only work. If it was with a program, I think they could only get better. Next up, we've got a promo from Drew Galloway and Fergal Devitt. Galloway says at Destination X, Stu Barrett get the best of me. But now I've had a week to over a week to think about it, and I know deep down my performance in that night just wasn't good enough. I spent nearly 2 years rebuilding and redesigning Drew Galloway, and I'll be damned if this is the end of my run. In fact, this has put the fire back in my belly as I strive to become the world's best. So Stu, tonight's just a little warning before I get my rematch. Devitt then says, and as for you, Adam Cole, our justice is 4 weeks away. And still you don't know if the rest of the BC are on your side or are they on my side. Where will their allegiance lie come hard justice? Who knows, maybe the true BC is really me and them. So just little mind games there from Devitt. Is he going to take back the BC as his own? Is Adam Cole going to lose them? Is Kenny Omega and the two Jackson brothers going to join forces with Devitt and form a babyface? BC remains to be seen. But C61, 2 storylines continue with that as it hypes up our main event match, which ends the show on a high, and about that had some good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, with Drew Galloway and Fergal Devitt defeat Stu Barrett and Adam Cole when Drew Galloway defeated Adam Cole with a Future Shock DDT in 14 minutes and 25. Adam Cole was a weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's performances, but a B-72 is promising. Cole was off his game, a 66 for Devitt, 71 for Galloway, 71 for Barrett, and 57 for Adam Cole. 2 storylines advanced, which is good to see. Stu Barrett improving rumble skills, but overall, it's just casting a little bit of doubt into the mind that Adam Cole, can he hang with Fergal Devitt? So overall, C plus 68 does the job, gets us an increase in popularity in the UK and of course in North America. So continually go at a good pace at the moment. No point in offering out other deals to other countries that we can't get the right range to. We don't quite have enough popularity quite yet to attract those kind of companies for coverage. But overall, I'm pretty happy. We're mostly gaining pop every show, and we just need to keep doing that. So look here, drawing a lot of praise, which is good to see. New Japan have loaned out Kada, and Ashley Lane is loaded with potential. I probably should find something to do with her. She's 30, that's not old for a wrestler. maybe slightly for a female wrestler, but possibly look at that. 2.12 for a TV rating, that's good to see. And Devitt says Matt Jackson can't get it, which is ironically one of his friends. And yeah, we'll give you a pay rise as well. 75% is what I tend to go for on most things, so do that just to keep him happy. But overall, it's still early days on our road towards Hard Justice. I'm hopefully going to have most of the card put together in the next 2 shows. So before the go home show, we'll get most of the card written out. Maybe have too many workers for the size of show we've got, but as I say, it's all about rotating, bringing through younger talents, and if you've got over talents that are more experienced, it can only benefit your company going forward. Pretty happy with that, as I say, size, pretty comfortably now, 50s. Just keep up that pace, and maybe one day we'll get close to joining National. But say no rush there, say slow but surely. As you can see our schedule, it's obviously Hard Justice, No Surrender, and then a 5-week break until Bound for Glory. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you could like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz, would be deeply appreciated. Any feedback on the show is deeply appreciated. If you imagine TNA, let me know how you're getting on. As I say, most importantly, thank you as always for watching, and yeah, just keep enjoying the game. Till next time, it's Twitter Maxwell, signing off. Bye bye.